Hi, and welcome back to Word Magic. I am putting together a magical journal today, so we're going to do a plan with me on that. And if you are interested in that, I encourage you to stick around. I also encourage you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I will be showing you a bit of my tarot planner as well. And we'll get started here in a moment. Very brief introduction for those who don't know me yet. I am Yasmine Galenorn. I am a New York Times, USA Today, and Publishers Weekly best-selling author. I write urban fantasy and paranormal romance, and in the past I've written paranormal mysteries, and I even wrote nonfiction books on magic and witchcraft. So that's a little bit about me. I've been in the business 24 years. 20 of it with traditional publishers, mostly in New York, and the last 4 I have been indie, and I am loving it. So I come to you from both sides of the fence. But today it's about planners, it's about organization, it's about stickers and washi tape, and all those wonderful things that I love. And if you hear a little noise in the background, that's my husband. I think he's putting away the dishes. Ooh, I've got my ring on upside down. I also apparently have been using markers. But don't mind the noise in the background if you can hear it. So first, I finally decided to use happy planners for these journals, simply because it's so easy to move the pages in and out. And unlike a ring binder, which I do love ring binders, or a spiral binder, it folds back. Well, unlike a ring binder, it folds back. And unlike a spiral binder, with a disc system, you can take the pages in or out as you need to. This makes it less permanent in a way, but I hate it when I make a mistake and I'm constantly ripping pages out of like blank journals, and then they look really ragged. So this is actually a good system. I don't use it for my daily planner, but it works really well for other sorts of journal systems. So I'm going to show you here. I had specialized covers made because the Happy Planner covers, they're just not me. But I love this, and it has my name, and it's autumn, and the kitty on the bench, and on the back we've got autumn leaves falling and clouds and the black cat. So I decided this would be a good one for my tarot journal. Another thing I love about the Happy Planner system is that you can interchange covers at will. If you get bored with this cover, you can take it off and put on another cover, and it's just as easy as just pulling it off like that and then putting the new one on like that. Now, the only thing I don't like about this size of Happy Planner is the paper isn't standard, so it's really hard to find paper cut to that size so I can make my own printables. I have yet to find any. If anybody out there knows where I can find a 7x9 something inch paper, let me, that's blank and not hole punched yet, let me know. So I keep this, and I keep a little pocket in front so I can hold a few things. And I keep this because on some spreads I like to draw the cards, and I don't have that steady of a hand, so it helps to have a stencil. Here's a dashboard. It's not the dashboard I want in here, but I'm still waiting on those. But you can see, at first I drew the lines, and I didn't leave myself enough room. This is a standard layout that I work with. And so at first I've got my monthly readings for January and February, and still drawing in March. And when did I think well, oh, got into September. In September, I finally figured out why not use a stencil for the cards, and it's much easier that way. I I like these little tabs that Avery makes because you can write on them. They pull on and off without a problem. Granted, they don't seem to match the theme that much, but they work for me. So I've got monthly readings in the front, and then back here I have my daily readings. And, you know, it's like I started them in August. For a while I was doing them in another journal and it didn't work, so I just moved over to this one. And what I'm doing now is for September, and I don't like that. I need something bigger for September, but that's all I had at the time. But for September, what I'm doing is when I pull one card a day, I write down the date, the deck initials, and then the card and what it means. And then I just use this little ruler that I taped a paper clip onto so it can stick to draw the boundaries between the days. And so that's what I'm doing for my dailies now. And I went through and hello. And I washi taped up a few pages in advance. I don't get to it every day, but that's a goal of mine that I'm really working on, is to draw a card every single day. And I do at least one reading a month, if not two or more. And then a friend and I, we get together and read together, read our cards together. So that's what I'm using for my tarot at this point. And there are some decks that I want to learn, but I haven't set up a study section in here yet, and that will probably be in a different journal so that I can make notes on it. I think I want this just to be my tarot readings. And I like these stretchy bounds. I think I get them from Erin Condren, and they work really nice to hold it together, you know. So that's my tarot journal. But tonight I'm focusing on the, ooh, there goes a washi tape. Tonight I am focusing on my magical journal. First I had to stop and go, what do I want in my magical journal? It's not going to be like a standard book of shadows, you know. I want to separate the information that doesn't change, like my oil recipes that I made and my spells and my invocations. I want to separate those out into a true book of shadows, but this is more of a journal that I wanted to make for my magical self. And again, I had this cover made, and I've got a whole bunch of different covers, and I'll change it out with the seasons and how I feel, you know, at that time. I hear Apple. He's outside my room, but he loves washi tape, and I can't let him in when I'm doing these because he'll steal it and he'll get on my desk and just knock everything around. And while it's cute, it doesn't make for a good video in terms of getting something actually done. So here's a dashboard that came in one of the happy planners that I bought. She walked in moon dust and stars were sprinkled in her hair. I like that a lot, so I kept that for my magical journal. Now I bought these pages on Etsy, and I can put the link down below. I wanted a monthly layout, and then I wanted, unlike my work planner, I wanted a horizontal spread for the days. And you'll notice I've started with September 6th because the first week in September is gone. So what I'm going to do today is show you what I want to do with this. Ooh, the light's rather blinding. And how I'm going to be using this. Okay, back again, and now it's easier to see. There is space to write in here. There are, I think they're meant to be to-do lists, but I'm going to use them for something else. And down here, there's a habit tracker and the days of the week. So what I'm going to do first is, I have decided that for the habit tracker, I want to use these to track for meditation, gratitudes, morning ritual, daily card, and evening reflection. Now my morning ritual and evening reflection only take a few minutes. I don't have time to spend like half an hour each morning and evening and half an hour in meditation a day, but just a few minutes can make a big difference to your state of mind and to how you feel. So we're going to go back here, and I'm going to sticker and washi tape this up, because unlike my work planner and daily planner, I can really go to town on this one, because it doesn't matter if it's busier. I really want it to reflect the season and the feel of what I'm doing. So I'm going to speed up here and get some washi tape out and get September going here. Okay, I've got a whole bunch of stickers out, and I've got a whole bunch of washi tape out. So I am going to get started, and we'll speed through this, but I wanted you to see what I'm going to be doing for September. Okay, now that I've got some washi tape down that I like, I am going to put some stickers over the names of the days, because those are not my favorite look, and I have those here somewhere. Okay, I found my stickers. Now, I really like the look of this for fall. I love this bright orangish plaid, and so I'm going to take and I'll do Monday. Okay, so we have the days of the week down. Now I'm trying to decide whether I want to put on different numbers. I took off some of my rings because they just wanted to slip off tonight. Anyway, I could not believe it. I wanted to find a sticker that said celebrate, and for the thousands of stickers I have, I can't seem to find one. So because Mabon, which is the 23rd on a Monday, we're going to celebrate it on the 21st on a Saturday. So first I'm going to find a little box. Aha. So we're finding an autumn box that goes on the 21st. And I am going to write celebrate. So we'll be having family and friends over that day to celebrate Mabon, and since Mabon is actually the 23rd, I'm going to put a sticker on the 23rd. And I'm going to put a little sticker over here on the 21st because that's what we're celebrating. So we have that done. Next, I'm going to fill up some of the boxes and the empty boxes, and then sticker up the month. I want to put first, there is the harvest moon. So we have moon stickers that I got, which are lovely and fun. So here we go. So it's the harvest moon is on the 13th. That's this Friday. Wonder what I'm going to do for the harvest moon. So I'm going to take one of these stickers and I'm going to put it on the 13th to remind me that it's the full moon. And then for a new moon, I think, what shall I use? I generally use black circles when I'm doing it on my other planners, and I use silver for the new moon, or silver for the full moon. But I think this time I will use a crystal ball for the new moon, which is on the 28th. And just to remind myself, I'm going to write new moon. So there I know when the SBAT and the new moon is. An SBAT is a full moon ceremony for those of you who are pagan, Wiccan, or anything in between. So now what do I want to do? Well, now that I've got the essential magical days on there, now I really want to sticker this and make it pretty. Can't think of anything else. Oh yes, there is something else that I do want to mark first. And once again, in the volley of stickers that I've taken out, oh, it is not a whole lot of pendaces to be seen. Give me a moment here. Okay, I found it. My husband's birthday is this month, so we're going to, it's on the 18th, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do a birthday cake. So there's for Sam's birthday. Other friends have birthdays this month, but I've already got their cards ready, and it's nobody that lives in the area, so I'm not going to worry about that on my magical planner. So now I'm going to go through and find some pretty stickers and finish the rest of this. So here we go. Okay, I think that's really pretty, and it's not too overloaded for me. And so I'm going to write in ritual. And a ritual. and party. Yes, Mr. Apple, I hear you. It's fall, y'all. Even though I can't have coffee anymore, and boy do I miss it. Putting this as a note just to remind me that Sam is the pumpkin spice of my life. So I've got the month there. Now if I get together with friends, or if I decide that I really need to focus on a new ritual or something, I'll put it down on here too. So now we're going to go, and I'm going to do this week, which it's already a little bit over, but that's okay. And then, you know, you'll see what I've been doing for my magical journal. Now, I think before I do anything, I'll write down what I wanted to write down on a habit tracker so that I don't accidentally cover it up with something when I'm not thinking. And I think I'm going to use the suspense. Oh, I like those. I think I'm going to use, are those individual or is that a strip? Ah, individual. Okay. Well, we're going to use that if I can get it to stick. Yeah, maybe we're not going to use that. That's just too annoying. Oh, these will be good. And of course, it's not quite on straight, which is kind of driving me nuts. But let's try to match up the lines. I never could color within the lines. Could you? I always got in trouble for it. But you know, that's just the way some of us creative people are. We don't always do things the way other people want us to, and they get upset about it, and too bad. You know, it's just there. There. That works. Okay, so I want to keep track of my, let's start in the early part, morning ritual. And then meditation. And the meditation that I do that at my desk. There's this channel on YouTube, I've talked about it before, I love it. It's of nature scenes with running water, mainly, you know, rivers and streams. And I will turn that on and I'll just close my eyes or just stare at the scene and listen to the water for 10 to 15 minutes, and it clears my head. And I haven't been doing that lately, and I really need to pick it up again because it helps me focus for the day. So I need to start doing that again, and this hopefully will help me. So morning ritual, meditation, daily card would be next, because it's no use pulling a card at the end of the day for the day you've just been through, unless it's to help you understand what the day was about. But I'd rather go in forewarned. And then gratitudes. And then evening ritual. Now, my evening ritual and morning ritual tends to just be me going into my ritual room, going into my altar, and sitting there and focusing on the gods and just saying hello and reaffirming my connection with them. So it's very simple. And sometimes I will, if I have the time, I will draw a circle and call the elements. Sometimes I will just acknowledge each element as I do it. One way or another, it's a way to reconnect and, you know, reconnect with my devotion every morning and evening for the path that I'm on. So I'm trying to figure out what I want these things. I think these are going to be the gratitudes for the day. That's the perfect place for them. And then just in here a little bit about how the day went, like a diary. And I put some bullet journal paper, some dot grid paper in the back. And I think here is where I will do, I will write about my rituals that I do. So for gratitudes, I think I want to make this pretty. So let's get busy and do some stickers on this week and go to it. That is not sticking. Some of these don't come off quite right. Well, all right, so instead of that, I'll use washi tape. Okay, so I have the washi tape there. I don't think I'll put any down here because that could cover up some of my writing down here. Let's see, so I think we'll go ahead and do, let me see how many are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely. But I think that will cover it. Well, no. So I need to find something that has a strand of 6 check marks. So, be right back. Okay, I found what I was looking for, and in the colors I was hoping to find them. So let's hope these actually cover across. Oh no, don't do that. Do you ever talk to your planners and things when you are putting them together? Oh, that's not quite straight, but I won't deal with it. So these will work though. That's better. So I talk to things all the time, and I hear Apple out there. He's like, Mom, let me in. You're neglecting me. Which I'm not. He was very well attended today. No, 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 no. So not quite. Right, you know, it'll work. It'll work. As I said in my last planning journal or video, planning journal, one thing working with planners like this has done for me is it's helped me let go of some of my perfectionist mentality, which can be very destructive because it can keep you from getting things actually done when you try to redo them over and over, and then you get frustrated and you just quit, or you know, you get really upset. But this has helped me learn that imperfection can be okay. And really, when you think of it magically, you know, the story of, who was it, Arachne, who wove a tapestry so beautiful that I'm thinking it was Athena. Yeah, it was Arachne and Athena. I just looked it up. And so what it boils down to is Arachne was extremely vain and kept boasting that she could outdo the gods with her weaving. And she ended up in a challenge with Athena. And yeah, she did a beautiful tapestry, but she made fun of the gods in it with all the pictures. Ooh, I just tore that in half. And so Athena turned her into a spider and said, you can weave forever. And, you know, you just don't. It's very important to have a strong ego about what you can do. It's important to be self-confident. But arrogance is a different thing. And arrogance will always be your downfall. And it was for Arachne. And, you know, that's how she ended up becoming a spider and spinning and spinning. Anyway, I put the weekend sticker on here. I don't tend to take weekends, but you know, it's going to be the weekend anyway, whether I work or not. So, let's put on a moon sticker because once again, yes, we have the harvest moon. And here is one with the harvest moon on it. I really should probably get a sticker machine to make stickers. Harvest moon. And I think over here I will write, maybe up here, gratitudes. Just as an extra reminder each day, because it's important to be grateful for what you have that's good. I mean, our lives may be filled with misery at times, but there's almost always something you can find that's good about your life. And when you focus on that, it brings more of those good things in. And also, it's my firm belief that the universe will stop giving you good things if you don't appreciate what you have. You know, it's like stop wishing for things all the time and occasionally give thanks for what you have. I mean, it's not wrong to want better things. It's not wrong to want, you know, a new car. It's not wrong to want to be able to get into the school of your choice at all. No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that if you never pay attention to what's good in your life, pretty soon you're going to be focused only on what's bad, and no matter how good your life is, you're going to only see the lousy parts, and people will get really tired of that. And it's my belief that the universe, or the gods, whatever you want to call them, you know, for me it's the gods, that they get really irritated when people don't acknowledge what they have. So it's important to count your gratitudes. And it's not just listing them off. It's really thinking about why you're grateful for those things. So I'm going to leave this part for writing a little bit about each day. But I want to put some fun stickers on here. And I got, oh, these are cute. I got these little animal stickers and nut stickers and autumn stickers. And oh, that one came off, so I guess I'll use that one. Let's put that right here. It's very odd that these are all in a box and separate. Make sure I have all of them out there so I can just put them elsewhere. And there was supposed to be a bear in here, which is, there he is. I love bears. I absolutely love bears. I honor Mother Bear a great deal. She's not one of my personal animal spirits. She's not, you know, in many cultures they are called totems. It's not just Native American culture. And I am part Cherokee, so I kind of know about these things. But in many cultures, animal guides, spirits, if you will, personal totems, are very commonplace. Now, for the Finns, and I worship Finnish gods, for the Finns, bear, the great bear cult, was widespread across Europe. And bear is one of the creators of the universe in many cultures. And bear also in other, I'm not getting the backing off of this, bear also guards the road to the underworld. And then bear is extremely protective. Look at Mama Bear. The way she is about her cubs. You do not get between a Mama Bear and her cubs, or your mincemeat. Why is this not coming off? I want bear. Come on. There we go. There we go. I should probably use tweezers. That would make it easier. Since this is like the start of my magical journal. No. That came off really easy. Actually, I think I'm going to go over here and put bear here. Now, my personal animals that are part of me are the black panther, black jaguar, the green boa, peacock, and skunk. So they are all part of my nature, and I work with their energies a lot. So we're back here to September, and fuzz. I've got plenty of other stickers. I can put another one of those on later. Oh yeah, I wanted to put this on because this is a saying that I have really had to learn, and it's very important that I remember it because I often forget. And it's just, you are enough, you know? There we go. You are enough. And sometimes I forget that it's not my writing that makes me a special person. It's not what I do, it's who I am at the core. And I tend to get wrapped up in feeling like I never do enough. And that's a childhood holdover. But I have to stop and remember sometimes that no matter how hard I work and no matter how much I do, it still doesn't actually change who I am. And I'm going to put a crystal ball on here because I'm going to be doing some scrying that day. Now let's see, is there anything else that I want to put on here? There are more stickers, always more stickers. Lots of stickers. We love stickers. Well, I love stickers. I don't want to get it so full that I can't actually, write on the thing. Because the point of this is to keep a journal, per se. It's not exactly a planner, it's a journal. I love the tiny tulip little girls. I think they're so cute. And let's see. Oh, let's use one of these. I got these cute coffee mugs, and maybe I can't drink coffee anymore, but I could still drink things like I can drink juice once in a while, or I can have herbal tea, and I'm going to put a grateful sticker down here as another reminder. And pumpkin spice, because it's the pumpkin season and we love pumpkins. And if you don't, well, that's your problem. I am a pumpkin girl. That sounded weird, but it's true. Okay, and let's get, since we were talking all things pumpkin here. And oh, Thursday I'm going to put up my decorations. I'll be doing something on my blog later about them, you know, with some pictures. But yeah, it's time to decorate for the autumn. And I'm going to put the pumpkins right there. And is there any other thing I want that won't clutter it up too much? I still want that mushroom. There. And we're going to put mushroom. We're going to put mushroom. Where are we going to put mushroom? We're going to put mushroom over here. I could just write smaller. So there. First week for my magical journal. And now it's ready to go. I'll start in it tonight, which is Tuesday night. So I've only missed one day on this week. And I might fill in yesterday a bit because I remember about yesterday. But so that's what my magical journal is going to look like. For my Book of Shadows, it will be something different. And I also will show you something I have in case I want to journal more, actually just write. I bought this Erin Condren dot grid notebook, and I put this cover on it. And it's, I'm so glad I live in a world where there are Octobers. So this is, if I want to expand like on this, or dream journals, things like that. And I've got a couple other covers I can change it out for if I get tired of this one. But I guess that's it for now. And I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it gave you some ideas to create your own magical journal. And, you know, I think that's about it for tonight. If you liked this video, please give it a like. Subscribe to my channel if you would. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And hit the ringer bell if you want notifications of new videos. And I'll be back next week. And next week, oh, what will I be doing next week? I'm not sure. Maybe more reader questions. It may be a writing video, actually. I may talk about my series Bibles. Let me know in the comments what you're interested in. I thought I would also start up a series of videos on reviewing some of the tarot decks I have, because it's much easier to show you the pictures of the cards in a video here, and I can tell you what I like about them and what I don't like. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Please leave a comment. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week. Bright blessings.